Hello, and welcome to Tip Tuesday. If y'all are ready to chat today, this will be our Q&A session. So we're going to sit back, chat, and get to know each other a little better. So if you're ready for Tips Tuesday, stay tuned. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tip Tuesday. Hope everybody's having a great day. Going to give it a couple minutes for some to hop on with us. Hey, everybody. My name is Coach Kiva Murdaugh, and I'm with KLM Servicing, Consulting, and more. I'm also the CEO of Kiva's Boutique and Gift Shop located in Camden, and I own a natural hair company called Kayla Niece Naturals, where we specialize in everything from shampoos all the way down to growth serums. We have everything in between. So welcome. I'm going to give it a few minutes to allow some people to hop on with us. But while we wait, I need y'all to help me with something now. I'm going to give my disclaimer because anybody that knows me know that, I try to stay in my little lane, and I do what I'm kind of qualified to do, and I don't try to venture out of my little bubble, if you will. So y'all, I'm struggling right now. Don't come for me. I need y'all to be gentle, but I'm going to show y'all what I'm working with. And it's looking a little pitiful, but here goes nothing. So I decided to have a little project today at my shop in Camden. And the way that I envisioned it's not going the way I envisioned it. So check this out, right? So I decided this year to get a little white Christmas tree because we're having an event this coming Saturday called Winter Wonderland. And this is not something that I usually do. I am not a decorator at all, period. So whatever convinced me to attempt to get this tree, and let alone a white tree, this is my first white tree. And, I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is what I have going on. So I need some recommendations, some input, what to make this tree better, because right now it's looking a little Charlie Brownish. And I know this is not part of Tip Tuesday, but I'm looking for some tips. I'm looking for some tips to make this thing look a little bit lively, because my children is supposed to be coming Saturday, and I'm a little embarrassed. So can y'all help a sister out? Can you help a sister out? I need some tips. The professionals will be here on Friday, but they're not doing the tree, and this is not turning out the way I expected. But anyway, if y'all can share some tips on that, I would greatly appreciate it. So moving right along into our Tip Tuesday. This was going to be a Q&A session, and I did a post, asking if anybody had any questions about anything to basically tune in. And I didn't see any questions or anything like that. So I'm going to pose a couple of questions, and I'm going to try to see if I can see the comments. But the first question that I'm going to post this year for you is I'm curious. I'm curious to know, in the midst of everything that was going on in 2020, the biggest thing, of course, would be this pandemic and the way that it hit us out of nowhere. Hardly any of us was prepared or anything like that. So my question to you is, and then I am going to come back and answer it as well. But my question to you is, basically, what have you done this year? How did you pivot? That's the better way to ask it. How did you pivot this year in the midst of COVID-19? What were some of the things that you did that have gotten you through 2020? We are quickly approaching 2021. I'm trying to get on my iPad right quick, but we are quickly approaching 2021. And I'm curious to know, number one, how did you pivot? What methods did you take? And number two, what do you have in place for 2021 thus far? Those are the questions. The first one is, um, how have you pivoted in 2020? And that can be in business, in relationships, um, with your children. I know that was a huge thing for homeschooling. A lot of parents were not prepared for that, especially financially too. And there are some parents that have not been able to return back to work because their children are still home with them. So have that been an issue for you? I'm looking to see if we have any questions so far, but I'm going to tell you right quick how I had to pivot. As I stated earlier, I have three businesses. One is a brick and mortar. And it's been extremely difficult with my brick and mortar, and that's Kiva's Boutique and Gift Shop. And the reason for that is, November of 2019, I had everything in place to open this building, to open this brick and mortar. And the gist of this business is it specializes in natural products, right? So I have everything natural in here, from hair products to natural deodorants. We have body butters, we have sugar scrubs, bath salts, we have deodorants, we have natural feminine products. Yes, we have natural feminine products. You can get your natural sanitary napkins here as well. But we also have women apparel and all of that. So November 2019 came, and I had a plan, right? I had a plan. I knew that at the beginning of this year, I was going to open and everything was going to be great. So I signed this lease November of 2019, and 2020 hit, right? So I had a couple of setbacks. And the first setback was capital, right? So getting open took a little bit more than I was budgeted for. So it took, so that was the first issue, was capital. Then I got all of that ready and COVID-19 hit. April, we opened still in April. So COVID hit and shut pretty much the country down in March. Being that we have natural products, we were able to get an extension to open in April. So April 1st, we opened. And because it wasn't your typical situation, because when I first had the idea to open, of course, I was expecting a flow of traffic, foot traffic, and that just was not the case. So being a new store, not anybody really knowing about us and having to integrate ourselves into our community and all of that, it was truly a challenge. It was truly a challenge. But what I found is I had to, even though we were open as a brick and mortar, I had to learn to pivot within this business. And one of the ways that I did that was networking. Networking and hosting events. Um, of course, that didn't happen right away, but we got clear enough to where we were able to start hosting some events and start giving back to our community. And in doing that, that started to that was definitely a clear path of a way for us to integrate into the community and be able to serve our community. And because we were able to pivot in that way, things are definitely starting to pick up in the store. So I say that to say this: when things don't go according to plan, we have to be in a position to, well, first of all, and this is something that I had to learn hands on, is I didn't have a plan in place. And I'm being completely transparent. I did not have a plan in place because I did not expect this to occur. When we opened, I was expecting the store to pretty much flourish because, I had that plan as far as, opening the store and all of that. But I did not have a backup plan. I did not have a pivoting plan. And 2020 has definitely taught me that. Um, so basically, are you making plans right now in case anything happens that's outside of your expectations? How are you pivoting? Are you networking, or are you afraid to network? And there are some of us that are still caught into this competition mentality. I'm going to tell you something. If you haven't learned anything from 2020, you should definitely learn that this is not a competition. This is not a rat race. We have to get ourselves positioned and comfortable to where we are comfortable enough to be able to network, number one, and collaborate. We can be in the same business and still be able to work together, still be able to collaborate, still be able to share each other's services, because nobody can do you better than you, right? So we have to get outside of this mindset that, it's all about me and I got to be able to keep all the money to myself and whatever, whatever. There's enough business to go around for all of us. So we have to get in a place to where we're able to network. I was listening to a podcast uh, yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And one of the speakers made a profound statement and it really struck me. And what she said was that network builds net worth. Network build net worth. So I want you to think about that, right? And think about how my community, my circle, my networking, if we're able to collaborate with somebody else, either in the same field or doing something different, I'm bringing, certain skills, collaborations, list of references, and if we're able to merge that together, just think how large your network is going to grow, right? And if your network grow, you're able to reach more people. And if you're able to reach more people, you're able to help and to service more people, right? And at the end of the day, you will be able to eat and I will be able to eat. So it's not about being able to just keep everything to yourself. We have to be able to open our arms, because a closed fist don't get anything in it, right? So we have to be comfortable and confident enough to open that fist and allow stuff to come into your hands, into your circle, and be able to work together as a community. So I want to leave you with that. And I'm looking right quick to see if there were any questions. But definitely just think about what your plans to do for 2021. Go ahead and start writing that down. Have a strategy, have a plan. We need plans in place because anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. And we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared. We need to be over prepared. We need to be overly prepared because anything can happen. And to be honest, we really don't know what is coming down the pipe. Everybody is pretty much waiting to see what this vaccine is going to do. And I'm going to be quite honest, I am not going to be first in line to get it because there has not been enough testing. So, yeah, I'm just being honest. I am not going to be one of the first ones in line to get this vaccine. So, if that's you, more power to you, but I am not going to be one of the first ones. So, with that being said, we don't know what's going to be coming down the pike in 2021. So, I would strongly encourage you to sit down, especially if you have a business, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are whatever, if you work a 9 to 5. I mean, there are certain jobs that had pay cuts unexpectedly. So you have to have plans in place. And I hope 2021 has taught you that as well. It has definitely taught me, but I hope it has taught you as well, is that we cannot continue to expect um, what was going on prior to 2020. We have to do better in preparing our future, preparing our children, teaching our children how to be better prepared. Um, we need to have strategies in place that if your business shift in one area, we're able to implement other things to keep your business or keep your livelihood moving forward. So, and definitely network. Do not be afraid to network. Do not be afraid to collab, because the more people that you open yourself to, just increase your community. It increases your resources. It increases your clientele, and we're able to help each other. We're able to grow together, and we're able to basically just strive together. So we cannot be afraid to work together, even if you're working in the same field. So with that being said, I'm going to check one more time. I hope, let me see. Okay. So I hope everybody have a blessed night. And like I said, if y'all have any tips on my little tree here, I would greatly appreciate it. I need some help. If you're in the Camden area and if you would like to sponsor a tree, I would definitely be glad to take. My children would be happy to have it. We would be honored. So if you know anybody, tag them. Definitely tag them. And if they are willing to sponsor a tree, let me show y'all my tree one more time. Lord, help me. Oh my gosh, my little Charlie Brown tree. So I'm taking sponsorships. I'm taking sponsorships for trees, decorations. Like I said, I have a professional crew coming in on Friday. They are going to create this Winter Wonderland backdrop. Um, but they're not going to bring the tree. And I did my best. I did my best. I did my best. Don't judge me. I am not a decorator. So if anybody in the Camden area would like to donate a tree and decorate it, or just donate the tree with all of the trimmings, and I would do my best to decorate it. But if you want to sponsor it, of course, your company will be on our flyers and social media and correspondence and all of that. I would greatly and gladly accept it. Okay. I'm not too proud to beg. Okay. And I'm begging. All right, y'all. I'm not going to hold you any longer. I'm looking right quick to see if there are any questions, comments, or concerns. All right. So definitely follow me on all social media. You can follow me at KLM Service and Consulting on Facebook and Instagram. We're on YouTube as well. You can follow us there. And you can also follow me personally at Kiva Lernice Murdaugh. That's KEEV as in Victor, ER. Lernice Murdaugh, Murdaugh. Thank y'all so much. And we will be coming back live tomorrow to talk about our Winter Wonderland event. I will bring you more details about that and about our Photo with Santa event that we also collaborating with another business in Camden on Sunday. So we will bring you details about our event on Saturday, and I will also be able to bring you events on the collaborative event that I'm doing with another business here on Sunday. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was very helpful. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely reach out to us. Otherwise, I'll see you next Tuesday for Tip Tuesday and tomorrow for our live on our events. Thank y'all so much. Have a blessed night.